we go. We are off and running.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, dude, I just hit it, bro.
Oh, wow. You never know when that live button comes around. We didn't even do a sound check. Do I sound good?
Yeah, you
Is it
sound good.
recording?
We were talking.
Okay.
I was doing it intermittently, you know.
All right. Are we recording? Is everything hooked? You never know.
We'll find out. We'll find out after we record a long ass episode, and we work so hard, and then
No.
all of a sudden the sound is fucked up, and you realize, wow, I just sat there for
Pod's canceled.
I just sat there for an hour and a half, and nothing to show for it. So, how many double episodes have we done in our career?
I think it's only been like 2 or 3.
We did have the one Sawyer one, which
we just released.
It was an episode. It was scuffed as hell.
Don't remind the people.
Audio
reminding them
was crisp. Okay.
We were coming at you live from Atlantis, the underwater
dude,
city.
I was just gonna say that.
Oh fuck.
We just read each other's mind. It's not scripted. This show is not scripted.
Seriously.
Guys. Welcome to
Not
Film
at all.
Crawl.
I can't even see him.
I am Sam, and on the other line we have host Nicole.
Hello.
And today we're back. It's a Spooktober. You can make any month spooky, I guess. We're doing Get Out, man. Get Out.
It's been a long time coming.
You guys voted for it, so you better download the episode. If you're on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. Go follow us on our social medias at The Film Crawl, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We post all of our content there. Comment. What do you give Get Out? This is a spoiler review, okay? If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's nowhere. You have to rent it.
Go to your nearest Redbox.
Pay for the Amazon, I guess, rental.
Yep.
Maybe you own it because I think it's worthy. Save, bro.
Save.
So with that said,
that was nice. Okay.
Let's get into it. First, I'm gonna ask you, Nicole.
Yeah.
You're sitting down. It's October, right? It's Halloween.
Shit, how do you know? Okay.
It's Halloween. Your friends say, "Hey, I got 2 movies to watch."
Oh.
And you gotta pick one, and then you're like, "All right, what are the movies?" And then they say, "Us" or Get Out.
Okay.
What do you pick?
Okay, it's October?
Yeah, it's Halloween night, dude.
Okay, it's Halloween night. Okay, if it's Halloween night,
don't even do it. Just start base it off the movie, okay? Us or Get Out. Which one are you gonna pick?
Wait, are you trying to tell me which one's better? Are you trying to force my decision?
I just want to know.
If it's October and your friends ask you, I'm picking Us.
That's the show, guys. Have a good night.
That's it. We already did the Us episode. Go back to February, download it.
That was last October, wasn't it?
No, it was. Dude, we saw that live, fresh in theaters.
That came out. Yes.
Yeah, it came out February of 2019. Yeah.
I thought we did it during October, though. I don't remember. Us is a great movie. Didn't get any nominations because it was against a stacked year. Okay.
Stacked year, yeah, no chance.
I mean, 2020 was supposed to be a stacked year, but we got Tenet, so that's it.
And Batman got pushed back, so we got disappointing news all around.
But you pick Us. I think I pick Get Out, bro.
You didn't let me, describe the situation here. It depends on the mood. It's October. You're with your friends. You're trying to be spooky. Yes, you're getting Us.
I feel you.
But yeah, the better movie is clearly Get Out.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
I mean, I didn't know you were gonna do some like trigonometry on that question.
I have to pull out the corkboard. I have to pull out the red screen.
Okay, is it a foggy night or is it clear skies?
Exactly, dude. It matters.
It does. It does. You're right. I think you're right. If I wanted to have like the theme of Halloween, you're going with Us, for sure.
Yeah.
Better movie? That's a question for the crawlers.
Save.
I already plugged all the social media. Damn, I'm just starting to segue. Plug the socials. Um,
Well, you'll have to do it again when I cut out.
when you drop off the call for 5 minutes.
Yep.
My
Oh, we
gosh.
lost her. We lost her.
This is
That's
a
all I
perfect
hear.
time to tell you about our sponsor of today's video.
MeUndies, 10% off with code crawler.
Not spons. Okay.
Not sponsored. Can we get sued? I don't know.
I don't know,
Call the
dude.
lawyers.
We'll have to call the lawyers after this. Yes.
Timestamp it.
I don't know. I think I pick it out more than I do Us, but we only saw Us once. I never saw it a second time.
Yeah, same.
I've seen Get Out like 2 times, 2 or 3, I think. I remember I never saw Get Out in theaters though. It came out and then I just I think Jesse had it illegally.
Nice.
And we watched it on that. So I mean,
don't name your source, bro. You can't name your sources.
Yeah, I mean, we watched it in theaters. We paid $12 and we watched it.
Dude, it was such a good movie theater experience.
This would be a great theater experience. Yeah.
Yeah. If you could travel in time or something, and you could pick movies to see in theaters, this would be one of them.
I'm seeing this. I'm going to go see Interstellar in IMAX because I didn't fucking see it.
Oh my
When are they gonna like re-release it? Probably 2024, 10-year anniversary.
What, Interstellar? No. When was the year that Murph was old in that movie? I don't know. 2055? Shit, who knows?
You're gonna travel there.
Yeah.
See what the world's like. It's just
gone.
Dust. It's just gone. The moon is just sitting there alone. Oh my gosh. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into Get Out. I wanted to lead off with that question because I wanted to see what your vibe was, what you thought about the movie.
I love this movie.
So let's go into likes first because I think we're going to have an unbalanced like-dislike ratio. You can go ahead and start it off.
Dude, well, okay. Do you think Us and Get Out are connected?
No.
Damn, we gotta hit the books on that one.
I had to think about it.
I want to deep in that one. I want to deep dive.
I would see another movie that Jordan Peele does. I would say it would have to be another movie that would be connected to Get Out or Us, vice versa.
Okay,
but I think he needs to do another one, and he might start throwing hints of universes. You know what I mean?
Okay. We need one more on the docket. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But for directorial debut, Jordan just comes out here and smashes it. Does a wonderful job. Literally gets his voice heard, right? You hear what he's saying in the movie, but at the same time, it's a great movie all the way through. Like,
well, I think as a first movie, you have to have that in your head that this is a directorial debut. He wrote it himself. There's no other person writing this with him.
A little Quentin Tarantino action there.
Yep. And to have your first movie be so rewatchable because you're hiding things in your movie that you have to like go back and find the hidden meanings for, that's like basically a really great horror movie. If you're like, going back to it and going like, oh, well, that's what it meant when she said this, or that's why she's standing at that spot at this moment. And two, it's just like that. It's really hard to do and not make it cheesy and have it mean something.
Yeah.
So real respect to the writing is like top notch here.
Seriously, I think in both of his movies, Us and Get Out, the writing is phenomenal. He's just really like this movie. I think got him that ticket to do the TV Twilight Zone on CBS.
Oh yeah.
I've only watched one episode.
Do whatever he wants. Yeah.
I've only watched one episode because it was free on YouTube, and CBS was trying to get you to go pay for their Premiere Access thing. I haven't watched it though, and I really want to watch the show because when I watched the first episode, I got a lot of vibes, and Jordan Peele already has this directorial type. Like when you watch a Nolan film or when you watch a
Hmm.
Tarantino film, you know it's them. He's already getting
You
there
just know.
with that. So,
You
long
can
story short,
really
he's great.
That's it. That's the episode.
That's
Okay,
it.
nice
That's
to
it.
see you guys. Yeah. Well, you could tell just by the acting. I don't know. The vibe. I guess yeah, the vibes of the movie. You can tell he's a good director. Like people enjoy being around him on set.
Yeah.
You can. That's it. That's kind of hard to describe, but that's rare to see and feel from a movie. But from both of his movies, you get that feeling that he's like a really cool dude.
And he, he just like I said, he can do it. The movie, he can speak his mind about the problems that he wants to discuss
Mm.
in the story, but at the same time, this is, what do they call it? A genre film, because it's horror, right? It's not like uh,
Oh yeah, it's definitely psychological horror.
so typically they're pretty cliche and
Yep.
stereotypical, but he does that here in satire, like it's funny, um,
Mm.
which adds more flavor to the movie, and then also making him get his points across with racism or other things
Yes.
that he's trying to talk about in this movie.
Blending in.
And it's
Yeah.
still so good, and it's not like it's on the nose. Like, I mean, I guess it is on the nose because they're literally like buying
Yeah, because it's yeah,
like
making
slave
fun.
auctions, but it's like, but still doing it with that twist with the story, the way that the story's going. So,
Well,
um,
and he knows that's what makes it scary is that he's calling you out in the audience. He's like, you know what's going down here, and you
hmm
know this is wrong, and that it makes you look at view yourself and view the world we're living in, and that's scary.
right, yeah,
I mean, I think that's why well, personally, when I first saw this movie, it was when it came out, it was in the theater, and the ending, as soon as the police lights rolled up, the
oh
whole
my
theater
god,
just like you could
you
hear it.
knew,
Everyone was like, "Oh my God."
like,
And that's crazy.
yeah, you know how it's crazy when you can feel the energy in the
Yes.
room switch,
Yes.
because like everyone knew, like everyone thought like he's done for, right?
Yep.
Oh,
And
and that's an
there's an
alternate
ending.
ending. Yeah.
Yeah, the alternate ending is he does get caught and it's that's I think that was Jordan Peele's literal take of getting out. Like there's no getting out of that situation, I think,
Shit.
but
Yeah.
that was really bleak.
What do you think if that came out and it was that ending? Do you think it would have won more than just the original screenplay Oscar?
Oh, honestly, I don't know if it would have
You think it
won
would have hurt
with
it
that
chances
ending.
or made it better? Like what do you?
I think it would have. I think it would have hurt the chances. I think it would have turned it into it would have kind of. I don't want to say ruined the film because I don't think this movie's so good. It's really hard to ruin it,
Mhm.
but it would change the meaning of it and kind of uh turn it into cheesy territory of like, oh, okay, well,
Mm.
it's the typical horror movie now. The protagonist, something. I don't know. I think it would
Yeah,
have hurt.
and then it probably would have been maybe too on the nose for the. That's why I was saying like he blends it perfectly with the dialogue and the story, obviously, to still have a horror movie. Maybe that
Yeah.
ending would have pushed it too far. I think you're right. I think personally it would have. I would have been pissed if it ended like that. I think everyone would have been super
Yeah.
mad. I think it would have ruined it
Because
a little bit.
you're rooting for somebody. You're
hmm
rooting for he's smart this whole movie,
Yeah, he
and not that
is. Yeah,
him getting caught is him not being smart, but it's like, damn, well, we're still rooting for him, but there's literally nothing we can do for him.
which is
I
again another amazing thing that Jordan Peele's doing with the fucking horror genre is like
Yes.
is he does have the cliche moments and stuff because that's what the genre is, but he's changing things like this where the main protagonist is actually smart. When do
Right.
you get that?
Well, and
uh,
you have the friend that actually cares and
yeah.
is on your and is actually like helping you, but from afar. That was really interesting to me
Mm.
is that like you don't have, instead of like, oh, you have the jock character, you have the virgin, you have all, that kind of horror
Mm-hmm.
trope. You have this guy, Chris, and then his friend from far away, he's like keeping him updated, and he's like in the situation with him, but he can't be there to help him until the end when he shows up, and it's like, oh shit, he has his back.
Yeah, that was also funny though. I kind of laughed when it was him. I don't
I
know
think
why.
everybody, yeah, it was probably like nervous laughter and like,
Yeah.
oh, thank God.
Yeah, like fuck.
But
He can breathe.
but I think we all have that friend, or like we've all had those moments where it's like, whoa, like how did you do that? And it's like, I'm TS motherfucking
What a
like,
fucking funny character,
so
man. It's so
good.
good. There's a lot of Shining references in the movie
Oh,
too.
really?
Yeah, I mean like from the title screen being like that blue lettering over the forest. That's like in
Oh
the Shining. The
shit.
Shining was like that bright blue lettering in the forest.
Yes.
There's also another
With,
one I actually read that one of the flights. I think it's like a flight in the Shining movie, but they're talking
Oh,
about.
yes, yes.
So, um, those are.
It's like a room number from The Shining.
Yeah. That's. Oh, yeah. That's what it is. The
Yeah.
flight number is the room number, but,
Yeah.
because that's where Jordan Peele takes a lot of inspiration. Apparently, that's one of his favorite movies. Is The Shining. So,
Well, yeah, that's a good one.
guess we need to do Shining Doctor Sleep combo.
It's been requested, dude. It's on the docket for 2021. Everything's getting delayed.
100%. If we put Shining on this list this month, the crawlers would have voted for it probably.
Yeah. We would have had to bootleg that copy though. We don't know where to get that one.
Let's talk about The Sunken Place.
Okay.
Do you think it has more meaning, or do you just think it's pretty literal?
Like a literal hypnosis
Yeah. Well, do you
time
think he's
zone.
trying to tell us more about it, or no?
Ooh, I mean, I think he's using it as a metaphor of kind of stealing the voice away from people of color. I think he's using it as a metaphor, but
Yes.
I don't think I mean, I guess that is a deep meaning, right? But I don't think I think it's just a tool he's using to get that point across.
First off,
In a good,
I
in a good
go
way.
ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, I'm done. Just
Uh,
like the way he did it.
I was gonna say first off, I love the way it's filmed and the way the
Yes.
sunken place is depicted in it. To sink into the chair is like probably one of my favorite moments.
Well, and then when he's floating away and it's
Mhm.
like you're watching a television screen
Mhm.
of her, that was really creepy. The sound, just the way that
Mm.
her voice sounded. Yeah.
I think what you're saying, taking the voices away from the black, the black community and stuff. I think that's huge.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. I think it resembles the whole movie as a whole. So the sunken place resembles like stripping the rights away, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole brain transplant thing, I think,
Ugh.
resembles like using the black bodies as a vessel for a white person's mind and thoughts,
Yeah.
and to gain an advantage in life. And that to me goes into slavery, where like they were using these black people like to pick cotton, or
Yeah.
like to benefit the white person. So I think that has an overall meaning with that. I don't even know if that made sense, but maybe I'm diving too deep into it.
No, I mean, I think he, like, with Cotton played a huge role in this movie when he
Saved
picks
him.
it out from the couch. Yeah, and it saved him, and
Yeah.
he, put it in his ears. But, like, I think Jordan Peele, is the part of his genius is that he's we have to remember, he's a comedian. Like, he came from
Right.
comedy writing.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows how to call out basically white people, but people, racist. Let's just say
Yeah.
racist. He knows how to call out people and kind of like show them what they're doing in a fun, to make them laugh at it, but also be like, dude, you're laughing at yourself, or like you're laughing at something
Yeah.
you've done. So with this movie, I think he picked very obvious things of, cotton, uh the groundskeeper, the Rose's grandparents
Hmm.
are a maid and a groundskeeper, and that's very typical from like slavery of back then.
Right.
So he's using very obvious, not stereotypes, but uh instances
Hmm.
to where we understand and kind of view it as like, okay, yeah, we know what's going on. We know this, and we know it's very wrong. And that adds to the unease, which is again very clever.
Yeah, the whole thing, and I think I was reading an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, I wanted like the whole auction moment to feel, or like the moment leading up to it with Lakeith Stanfield, with uh
Our boy.
him. Yep, my boy. I'm watching Atlanta again, and he's
Oh,
fucking
so
hilarious in
good.
that. So,
So good.
but he Jordan Peele said that he sometimes feels like that when he's in a crowd of white people,
Yeah.
and so feeling the awkwardness. It's just filmed so well and acted so well. Like,
Yeah.
um, Daniel, I don't even know how to say his last name. What is it?
Kahlua.
Kalua? Okay.
I
Um,
think so. Yeah, Kahlua.
he's blown up after it too, and I like that. He's Jordan Peele's
He's
kind of
British.
taken, yes, which I didn't even
Yeah.
know. So, because he sounds so freaking white.
American. Yeah.
He sounds so American in it. I didn't even know that. But
Yeah.
he's gotten work. I love him in Sicario too, even though he's only in it for like a little short time. But
Is he seriously in Sicario?
yeah, he's Emily Blunt's agent in the FBI. Like they're partners.
Why have I not seen this movie? God damn
Because
it.
you are sleeping, man.
I am sleeping on that one. I really am.
You've been for years
It's
too.
literally connected. Everything is connected
Uh,
back to Sicario. We gotta list out all of our connect. Jake Gyllenhaal, fucking Ben Affleck.
it's so good.
Damn it.
It's so good.
Well, he was really good in. Daniel was really good in Widows. That you've seen that meme of him staring at the guy.
Yes, but I haven't seen the movie, so I don't.
Yes, it's from that movie, and that scene is really good.
Okay, I need
He's
to
really
watch
good.
that. I mean, and he's good in Black Panther. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Black Panther. That's right.
I think it was kind of cool because I don't know, he wasn't. He's gonna get a lot of work from this exposure. From being in such a highly regarded movie, but
Yeah.
not just because the movie, like he does an amazing job in it. So
Yeah.
just shows you the talent Jordan Peele has, to kind of pull the quote unquote the Star Wars move, like bring some people that aren't as
Yeah.
big, right, but still make
Oh,
a
nice.
banger of a movie. Um, so I think that's it. It's a great film.
What was what was the moment that kind of made you feel really creepy, or what scared you? What was the scariest scene for you?
Honestly, I'm gonna say the moment where they're eating outside, and
Oh,
just it just creeps me out because of how well done it is. But when she taps the teacup, and because she's already tapping into his mind
oh shit! So like the little things like that building up.
before it even happens, right? Like she taps it, and he starts freaking out, like his hands start twitching and stuff because she's making him think about his mom or whatever. Um,
Yes,
that creeps me out.
that's
Like it's so
yeah.
subtle and then they even show Georgina like falls out of it too because she had her hypnotized, right?
Oh shit, that's right.
So
Like
that
she kind of twitches or something.
so that whole movie, right, or that whole moment, just like I don't know, it just gives me like goosebumps. You're just
Wow,
like,
underrated.
it is underrated part. I feel like
Pulling up the underrated scene.
also the moment with him staring, crying, and his jaw like that just creeps me out too.
Yeah, that's unnerving.
But
I
what about
the
you?
scene the scene where I think this is the more obvious one, but where it's the auction's going on, but we don't know it's an auction yet, and then he walks up the stairs, and then everybody just gets silent.
Oh my god, you're
That
right. Yeah.
that's like one of my creepiest.
That's your anxiety screaming.
That's my anxiety screaming, but that's also like when there is an absence of, like, a sudden absence of sound in anything. So if
In
like I'm
anything,
watching a
yeah.
movie and like the music cuts out suddenly, that creeps me out. Or in real life, if like I'm chilling at home and the TV just suddenly turns off, it like
Dude.
creeps me out. So that scene
Yeah.
really like caught me. But I also really, the acting in the end fighting scene when Chris is like realizing this family's fucked up, of
Hmm.
course, and he's like, Rose, come on, like we gotta go, and she's on the stairs and she's like, like she's hysterical and she's
Oh
faking
my
it,
god,
and she's like, I
dude.
can't find the keys, I can't find the keys, and he's like, come, and he knows, you see him.
You gave me chills.
Dude, that scene, ever since I saw it, I literally think about it every few months. That scene is so good. And she just grabs the keys and she's like, "Oh, you mean these?" Oh, so good. Yeah, I'm getting to have goosebumps right now.
Dude, that sent
So
me. That
good.
sent me into the sunken place.
Transcended.
Whoa. Kanye song. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you're right.
Dude,
That moment. I mean, the key, the
oh,
like, oh, you mean these part, like, um,
oh,
is kind of like, I don't know if it's corny, but it's kind of like she'd even need to say it, you know.
yes, yes.
But you're right, because I remember watching it, and I don't know, maybe I was just oblivious, but I didn't really think she was a part of it, to be honest. But
Yes, yeah. Up until
because
that moment, I thought she was
yeah,
on his side. We
because
all
you
did.
don't really. I mean, there's when you watch
Until
it
you
back and you
rewatch it.
start thinking about the parts, you know, because she talks the
Hmm.
cop out of getting his ID because she doesn't want the cop to know his
Hmm.
ID, you know,
Exactly.
because he's gonna go missing, right?
Yeah.
So in that part, you think I mean, the cop was maybe is acting racist, right? Or he is
Yeah,
racist, but
yeah.
that could have
I don't
saved
think he was
him.
in on it.
They could have
Yep.
saved him if it was the other way. So, um, you know, or if he didn't get out, he could be saved if the cop was like, "Oh, I saw that guy. I pulled him over or whatever, and he was with this girl," you know.
Yeah.
So, um,
I think if you do want to I think my point right here is going to be way too deep into it. I think I'm looking way too into it. But that's also, it could be taken as a Jordan Peele kind of bringing up the fact that missing people of color aren't taken as seriously as
mm,
white people, because I don't know how many pictures were in Rose's box. There's a lot of people going missing,
hmm,
and they're from different areas. Maybe like it's one of those. If you look too hard into it, of course, there's a loophole, but
yeah, yeah,
whatever. But like, you know, like the police should be aware that, hey, people are missing, and he fits the description of
hmm,
people that are going missing. So, it kind of, it could be taken as a point on police work as well, and that's going way too deep into it. I really don't think he was doing that, but you can view it that way.
yeah. And that alternate ending that we talked about would definitely have hammered that home. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
man, that would have changed the whole tone of the movie. Or the whole. It just would have changed the movie as a whole, and I think it's better off the other way.
Exactly. It would have flipped it, not necessarily in a bad way, but yeah, in a way where you're like, "Oh man, like okay,
Yeah.
we went there."
um, I like the design of everything too.
The set design, like,
Yeah, and especially like in the lab and like the room where he's tied up
okay,
with the
yeah, I
TV
actually
and
had,
stuff.
that was a question I wanted to ask you, is this, were the fight scenes boss level worthy for you?
Yes, definitely. And in horror,
Okay.
in horror stereotype fashion, right? Like a lab like under a house, like
Yeah.
that's like that's some overlord shit that we did. You know.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
So I think definitely in the design, like that room he's in with the TV feels like The Shining to me. Like I think there's
Okay,
a
okay.
lot of inspiration there. I think what's the word I'm looking for? The foreshadowing of stuff like is super interesting. Like when
Hmm.
he says, "Don't go in the basement. There's black mold." Like
Oh shit.
that
Damn.
Like, does black mold mean, there's a mold of a black person, like, because it's a mold, right? They're gonna take the
Yes.
body as like that stuff is so
Eee.
overlooked. I looked at a bunch of
Eee.
stuff, like a bunch of hidden stuff, like in this movie. Even the part with the keys that you're talking about. If you look behind her head, her name is Rose, right?
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rose.
If you look behind her head, it literally, or I don't know if it's that part, but there's another scene, and it literally says Chris is dead behind it. Like,
Oh my God, I need to
yeah,
look into that.
yeah.
Holy
I gotta
crap.
send you the article I saw, and
Yes, please.
there's a lot of things in here where you rewatch it and you'll notice, and you're like, damn, that's
Well, and
that's just
and
fun. Who does that? Like,
exactly. I
I don't
love Easter eggs.
like who
I
does,
love
like, the
them.
producers, like the set designers, like who does those little Easter eggs? That's
Oh, it's Jordan Peele, I'm
Do you
sure.
think he puts them in, like, personally, or do you think someone comes up with it, like, hey, this would be kind of
Oh,
funny, like, or this would be really
I
cool?
I think it's 50-50.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's a
think like
fun
a lot
job.
of them are probably like I think an obvious one that Jordan Peele I feel that Jordan Peele like wrote was when the parents are giving him the house tour and am I here? Can you hear me still?
Yes, you're here.
Okay. Sorry, my sister's calling me. I'm like, shit. When they're giving them the house tour, and then he's like, oh
Mhm.
well, he's talking about the grandparents, and he's like, she really loved her kitchen, and we keep a piece of her in here, and the camera pans, and it's basically the grandma in the maid
Oh
body.
shit!
Yeah, I mean it's kind of funny. You think about it,
Yeah,
and it's very like obvious, but then when you're first watching it, it's like, oh, whatever.
yeah. You're like, oh, there's the maid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck, dude. Yeah, great writing.
Hmm.
Awesome stuff. Um,
Yeah.
do you have any dislikes, dude?
Dude, I don't think I do.
Oh,
I
before we go too deep,
okay,
I
okay.
just thought of, they play Redbone in it.
Yes, amazing. Amazing song. I love
We
that
love
song.
Childish Gambino, Donald
It's my
Glover.
go-to karaoke song. It really is. Ask Alex, our old
Dude, we
pal
gotta
Alex.
go then, because I want to see that.
We do. Oh, so yeah, it's good.
Man, what would my go-to be? I don't know, but
Have you ever karaoke? You
I've
need to.
never
Oh, dude,
karaoke.
wedding is going down.
um, I think that, the lyrics he picks for it, because it's like only that one part, you know,
What you
stay
talking about?
of Redbone.
Oh, stay woke.
Stay woke. They're gonna find you
Uh-huh.
sleeping or whatever, like that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, and that's at the very beginning of the movie. So
Yeah, it's like it's like a warning. Like, and I think isn't the chanting? There's something with the chanting
the
in the beginning
chanting.
of the movie. Yeah, there's
Oh,
like in the beginning, either before Redbone or after Redbone. There's like a chanting in another language. I read an article a long time ago about it, so I need to.
mm,
I'm not. It's not fresh in my mind, but if somebody translated it and it says something, it's
oh
like,
shit.
yeah, it's really creepy.
Damn. I'll have to look that one up
Yeah.
too, man.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. So
Okay.
dislikes.
Okay.
Do we have anything? Pacing? Is there pacing issues?
Mm,
Maybe is it?
I don't. My only thing is kind of Allison Williams, who plays Rose, does a great job throughout the whole thing, but at the end, it doesn't hit as hard for some reason. After the key moment, when she's in her room, well, I mean, it is creepy her in her room eating cereal without milk, but like, when she walks out of the house with the gun and she's just like, so I don't know, that kind of, and maybe it's not her acting, but it's the writing of it. Like, it kind of started falling out of place. But if it's falling out of place at the very end of the movie, that means it's a good movie, And that's again,
Yeah.
it's me nitpicking. But
I could see what you're saying. Like, maybe the movie got too horror cliche there. Like, I don't know.
or yeah, it just felt like he kind of slipped on some details. Like, she's eating cereal in her room, and they're at the bottom. Like, her brother and Chris are fighting at the bottom of the stairs, and she doesn't do anything there. But when he starts driving away, that's when she notices that he's gone or something. That doesn't make sense.
Mm.
Yeah, and her like passing the gun off to the groundskeeper, her
Oh yeah,
grandpa.
she would have never done that.
Yeah, it's like you're showing her as this smart, very evil person, and I mean, unless you're like, oh, she kind of wants to be done with this. Like, does she really love Chris? Like, who fucking knows?
Damn.
That's hard. But again, I don't want to be thinking of that at the end of this very good
Yeah.
horror movie about, it's like I don't want to be thinking about their romance. If she really loved him or not, I shouldn't be thinking about that.
Yeah, I think he just started to have fun with it, like
Yeah, exactly.
let's do the gory, let's do the, everything, and I think it's fun. It's
Yeah.
you watch the serious stuff and it's really good, and then when it blows up, you're kind of letting it slide, giving it a pass. But yeah, like you're saying, if we're gonna nitpick it, maybe I said, if we're gonna nitpick it, we could say, oh, the pacing is all right,
exactly.
but
yeah, exactly. And you're nitpicking moments where it slipped, but again, it's his first movie, and to be fair, if you've seen Us, we've both seen Us. He fixes that in Us. Like, the fight scenes in Us were great.
Us is an excellent paced movie.
Yeah. So he's like learning. It's clear it was him experimenting and, like you said, having fun. So I'm not gonna knock him on that.
For sure, I totally agree. I think, man, I don't know. I think it was creepy. She's eating cereal with no milk. She puts her hair up, like she turns in like a different person.
Yeah.
Like her real self, I guess. So I guess that's what makes it creepy about it.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I read somewhere, or I saw someone say, like, they don't get some of the parts, like the sprinting part.
Oh yeah, where he's running at him.
But that makes sense in the story, because I mean, maybe it doesn't make sense, but like the whole like logic of it, but like it makes sense for the story where that's his grandpa, well, not Chris's grandpa, but the grandpa, and he lost to Jesse Owens, who was a sprinter. So like,
oh, they say that?
Yeah, he talks about how, so I guess when they're doing the tour, he talks about how his dad, what's the father's name in the movie?
It was Missy and
Dean, Bradley Whitford's character. Is talking about how his dad was lost to Jesse Owens in the Olympics. Got second. Okay. So like, I guess like the lore is like that's what sparked maybe this transformation stuff.
Oh yeah, like this is the moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is Jesse Owens black? Is that why?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, famous
Damn,
story.
I'm slacking.
He won the gold medal in Nazi Germany.
Oh shit.
Jesse Owens, Black American, and Hitler didn't shake his hand at the podium. Like that's like a famous story.
Oh shit, man. Yeah. I'm showing my
I mean, I love history. So.
My Arizona education's coming out.
I love history, so
nice. Okay.
But yeah, so they kind of tie into that, and they say, oh, he got second during that, and maybe that's what sparked. You're supposed to think like, oh, maybe that's what's made him do this science stuff behind it, but it makes sense why the groundskeeper would be running, because he has the vessel now. So like,
yeah, but like, why is he running in regular clothes? One, and why is he notices Chris there? So why would he not stop and be like, oh, hey, I don't know, why do they act so weird? Maybe because they're the first person, like the first surgeries, and so there's like the kinks that they have to fix out. But,
yeah.
Okay,
I think that's
all
right. Like the generations of it, because
hard about that.
Yeah, I guess I could come off weird, but when you think about it, you're like, oh, it makes sense. But you're right. Maybe they could have done it differently. But if they're going for this, like, oh, it's gotten better over the years, because Lakeith Stanfield is like the perfect one, right? Besides the Flash, which he uses in the end, which is kind of cool. A little foreshadowing.
Well, yeah, because there's got to be a lot of there's got to be a weakness, exactly, to a bad guy. They can't be indestructible.
Right.
That's a trope as well, is that everything has a weakness. So But that was a cool way. But yeah, yeah, little moments like that. I mean, I do get why people. I think the running scene was really for the trailer. Good use of trailer,
Oh,
but
speaking of the trailer, dude, I watched it before the episode again. I like to
uh-huh.
watch them before the episodes. Um, there's the scene, you got to go watch it because I don't know if you remember, but there's a scene of
Okay.
like this skeleton deer that like attacks Chris in it.
What
And that's not in the movie.
was it in the sunken place?
Yeah, like I think maybe they had more shots of like him like traveling the sunken place or something,
Oh
but
yeah, I would have loved to see that. I would love,
yeah.
yeah.
So that never made it in, which kind of sucks because I hate if you're gonna show it in the trailer, like show it
I
in the
know,
movie. Like
I know, yeah.
you already blew it.
We're not the Avengers here. Like, come on.
God, they did some stuff in Rogue One. A lot of Rogue One wasn't shown, I think, in the trailer.
Damn. See, I don't know how you like have these details.
I just
Just
watched too
ready to
much trailers, dude. That's all.
go. Yeah, this is how it started here.
This is how the podcast started.
This is
But
the
I don't really have
origin.
any other. I don't have any other nitpicks.
Dislike.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Or dislikes, I guess. I don't even really remember the music besides Redbone, so that's not a dislike nor a like. I don't think it stood out, but um, there was creepy moments with sound design and typical jump scare
Yes,
stuff.
the violin string or
Hmm.
something. Yeah. The
God,
ding. Yeah.
the best violins is freaking. What is it? Not not Insidious. Insidious, yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
where it's like
Well,
screaming.
yes. And then
That.
Insidious has that moment of sound disruption as well, where the record's playing and then it just fucking stops.
Oh my god, dude. It's just some good sound. Good sound.
And I
Uh,
love Insidious. I love that movie.
by far those violins will fucking just give me my hairs on my arms stand
Oh,
up.
in the beginning, I know
Yeah,
what you mean. Yeah, or when they end them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just chaotic energy of it.
So, oh God, yeah, that. I hate that too. I'm with you.
All right, let's go. Let's get into the shots we
You
love
already
and
know.
dislikes, or shot score. What's the shot you love?
Shit, I guess. Damn, we do sequences a lot here, but this is a very shot-worthy movie, you know.
Oh yeah, it's
But I
very
love.
very
I,
pretty.
I mean, I love the staircase scene.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
good. The
it's
anxiety
really
of it.
good. Yes, and just the acting from Allison Williams and Daniel Kaluuya, like he's slowly realizing he already
Hmm.
knows
But he doesn't
that
want
this
to tell
family
himself.
sucks.
Yeah.
Exactly, and to have that portrayed, to act that out, amazing. And then from her, it's like, yeah, she's, again, it's a quick cut of like, okay, she's hysterical, she's the good girlfriend, and then all of a sudden she's evil, and then
Hmm.
it's like, oh, okay, here's the reveal. Um, yeah,
All
but
right.
yeah, everything else in the movie was, great.
All right.
It's hard to pick one. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the sunken place where when he goes into the
Yeah.
chair, it's just too good. It's fun. It's
Yes. It's a quick little, yeah, like camera
and how
smooth
the now
transition.
the camera like goes. I think it like rotates. While he's going in.
Yes. Yeah, like follows him and
Hmm.
then yeah, yeah. It's good.
So that's mine.
Good stuff.
Great movie. Very pretty. A lot of good shots.
The color, the use of like nighttime color and
mm,
it's so good. So good.
Now, on to the shot
Yeah.
score.
No shocker here.
What are you giving it?
I'm giving it straight 0.
0 shots being the one of the best movies Nicole's seen. She's putting
Yes.
it in her, well, I
Top
don't even, top 10.
10. Top 15. I don't know. It changes every day.
Yep. I'm giving it a 0 as well. I think it hits my
Nice.
top, easily my top 3 in horror films because you guys know I
Okay.
fucking hate horror films. But we're doing some bangers this year, so
Yeah.
maybe Lighthouse hits it, maybe Lighthouse disappoints. You guys will have to wait for that
Yeah.
episode, but
Mm.
obviously Truth or Dare it's not
Oh
gonna be
God.
it's not gonna be my list, but
QB Halloween didn't make it.
oh my god, dude. That could be a
Rate,
whole nother podcast.
rated D for dads only. Seriously.
Dumb funny.
Dumb funny.
Maybe my top 15 of like all-time movies, but
Okay.
in the horror film, it's definitely top 3. So
Nice.
that's my score. That's Nicole's score. We got, I don't know, we don't give many
Permanent.
zeros. I think we only have like 5 zeros out of 97 episodes.
Woo.
We are reaching 100 very fast.
Wow.
So yeah, I think Truth or Dare will. No, the first
I
movie
hope it's
after Halloween or after October will be 100 episode.
Okay,
100.
thank God. I don't want the 100th episode to be Truth or fucking Dare.
We'll have to do a really good movie for everyone on that one.
God damn it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's it, guys. Go if you made it this far. Congratulations, you're one of the few. Comment down below on YouTube what you guys thought of Get Out. What's your favorite moment? How many shots would you give it? 0 being the best, 5 out of 5 being blackout drunk. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at The Film Crawl. Nicole posts all the stuff there about the episodes dropping, what episodes are dropping, stories, all the jazz. Polls. You guys voted this Halloween, so thank you so much.
All for you.
Thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions, you can reach us on social media. Nicole, do you have anything else before we cut it off?
No, have a fun week, and thanks for listening, y'all.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week, and next week is going to be Lighthouse, am I right?
I mean, put it on the docket, and we got to get it scheduled, but yeah, probably.
We have a guest. We have guests for the episode, so we got to schedule that out. So it's got to be Lighthouse because I'm not doing Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
We got to do Truth or Dare last because I want to get the good movies in and then the bad movies. So.
Yes, and then we got to be wasted.
Yes. That one will be the drunk episode.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.